Welcome back. Right now we're joined by international award-winning magician Jake Schwartz. Jake, it is so great to have you back on our show.
Thank you so much. It's so great to be back.
Absolutely. And you know what? I figured before we see a trick from you, which we will see in a little bit, we want to learn a little bit more about you. What makes you the magician you are today? So, I mean, you're a pretty young guy. I don't know if you want to tell everyone your age, but, you know, how long have you been doing magic?
So, believe it or not, I started doing magic when I was 2 years old. I was a super picky eater as a kid, and so my parents came up with this game where they would ask me to make my food disappear.
Really?
And little did they know, fast forward over 20 years later, now I do magic full-time for amazing people, but it all started by making my food disappear, which was just eating it, as a 2-year-old.
Wow. And I know, you know, you are on the scene and circuit of doing lots of different television shows and podcasts and interviews. So let's do a non-magic related question since you brought up food. What is your favorite food?
Okay, I am obsessed with Chinese food. I'm obsessed. I can and oftentimes do, possibly to my detriment in terms of sodium levels, but...
What do you order?
Well, so I'm actually vegetarian, so I'll usually do like a tofu with broccoli and a brown sauce. I could eat it every single day. I never get tired of it. So I try to find little healthier options, you know, that are less sodium or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But I love Chinese food. Anything really Asian food in general, I love.
Oh my gosh, a man of the people. Yeah. Now, when we think of magicians, and sometimes, you know, a lot of the times when you're on, people say, it kind of inspired me to pick up a deck of cards. Is that where you kind of start, you know, when it's like, I want to maybe do magic for my friends and family?
Well, I will tell you, I was part of the first generation of magicians to grow up with YouTube as a resource. And YouTube was really controversial in the magic community because people were posting all these reveal videos and how-to videos and things like that. And the magic community kind of as a whole, especially the older guys and girls, were like, this can't happen. Like, they saw it as a snowball, and understandably so, that would really take away our whole art form. However, fortunately, that hasn't happened, and magicians have survived and overcame and adapted. But for me, YouTube was a great place to get started because I'd read every book in my school's library, I'd read every book in my local library, and I didn't know any other magicians who were more successful than me or more knowledgeable than me. So YouTube was a really interesting place to start. But I would say if you're looking to get into magic, books are definitely the place to go.
I love that. Well, you're a magician, so I'm assuming there's always a deck of cards on you.
Yes.
Am I right?
You maybe.
Well, maybe
yes.
To really get all the viewers' attentions, how about you talk about your upcoming show that we can see you at, and can you do something with the card? Not even a trick, just like you're the professional.
Do I have your attention now as they all fall on the floor? No, well, so my upcoming show, I'm really excited about this. On January 15th, I'm going to be at the Comfort Inn & Suites in Glen Mill, PA. It's going to be a family-friendly show. It's an afternoon show. 1 p.m. is when the show will start. 12 p.m. is when the doors open. But like I said, I have some great people who are going to be opening for me as well, which is really, really exciting. So you kind of get some bonus magic if you come to that show. January 15th, Glen Mills, PA.
And all of that information is on your website?
Correct, correct. All that information, you can find out more on my social medias or my website as well.
Okay. Well, you have half a deck in
yeah, we lost and we're losing even more now, which is making me look like I really know what I'm doing, which is good.
Well, you know what? And I think that's what we love about you, Jake, is because you always are able to adapt and make things so wonderful and visual. Were you ready to do something?
I was going to like throw some cards at the camera, but I thought, you know what? Maybe better not. We can sort of hold on. Let's see if we can get a little. There you go. That looks a little nice here.
Yeah.
Whoa, cards are flying all over the place.
Oh my gosh, I feel like it's
you wanted spectacular, Chris. This is what happened.
That scene in Harry Potter when all the letters are coming through the chimney. Well, we have to play 52 card pickup in the commercial break. You stick around maybe for a trick?
I'll be here for an actual trick. Yes.
Okay, and you all stick around at home. We're with Daylight when we return.